Hi everyone, this is Chandler here. I've been working on this project for the past few months, and today I'm super excited to show it to you. STRAATUM is a marketing intelligence platform for small and medium businesses and their agencies. It helps you to understand your business challenges better, research your target audience through AI-powered interviews, and figure out what marketing strategy actually will move the needle or not. What makes it unique? There are three things. I purposely give the agent different strategic frameworks used by enterprise consultancy firms. So we're talking about a very specific framework that will help you to understand your business challenge better, and not just very generic AI responses. Second, progressive learning. The agent will get smarter and smarter and continuously learn about your business with every single conversation. The more you interact with the agent, the smarter they become. And they will use all of the contexts that they understand about your business to provide you with very specific responses, whether it is about marketing strategy for the upcoming campaign, or whether it is about a content strategy or some performance that you care about. Last but not least, there is a 5-minute quick win mode as well, so that the moment that you log into the platform, if you don't want to spend a lot of time, you can just quickly answer a few questions. Give the agent a bit of context about your challenges, your business, your audience, your objective, and then some initial recommendation can be generated. So enough said. Right now the application is in private alpha. It's by invitation only. So the first step you need to do is you need to request for access. Request for access is very simple. All you need to do is to fill out this very simple form, and let me do that now, and you can select between marketing agency or SME. And the rest is really optional. Once you submit, allow me to review the request within 2 to 3 business days, and then I can send you an email if your request is approved. Once you receive an email from me about successful invitation, the next step is to do a quick sign-up. In here, all you need to do is to fill out your email address, select a strong password, and then as you can see, the form is very simple. Give it a name, and then that's it. Create your account. The moment you create your account, you need to verify your email address. So go back to the email that you signed up. You will receive an email like this, as a welcome email that asks you to confirm your email address. Once you click confirm, you can start to sign in. Use the email and password that you just entered, and sign in. It should be very simple like that. As you can see, we just asked you to very basic information, the industry that you are in, and the company size, and you can get started. And here you go. This is the first screen when you go into the platform. There are 3 actions that you can take, and I actually recommend you to start with the strategy agent. But as mentioned before, if you just like to have some quick wins, understand how you can quickly get started, you can click this option as well. But before starting with the strategy agent, I want to demonstrate to you what I mean by progressive learning. So you go here, go to my profile. You can see that as of now, the application only understands very basic information about you, including the company information that you just put in, the industry, the company size, and that's it. There's nothing else that you understand about you. We don't have brand guidelines yet, which will come in later, and you can see the learning history is blank. This is where all the AI learning will come from. Now let's just start by chatting with our strategy agent. So you click that, and let's say you just start to explain some business challenges. I'll just type in something here and press enter, and then wait for the agent to respond. This is real time, so it'll take a minute for the agent to respond. Okay, there you go. The agent start the response. I specifically asked the agent to give the audience a very specific response. That's why you can see the response is quite long, but let us read through, okay? Understand that you need to double down on SME. Okay, here's the plan. Okay, now talk about different things. Okay, this is actually quite good. It's using different framework, as you can see here, doing different analysis, provide me with a strategic recommendation, what I need to do, next step with the action plan, using another framework as well, with a very specific timeline. As you can see, it's intuitively understand that we are in Q4 2025. That's why the timeline here is Q1 2026. All of that is great. And then you can see this actionable insights on next step here. So it's automatically appeared depending on different actions it recommend. But before going through this, let's jump back to the profile. So previously it was blank, right? But you can see here, there you go. The first insight that the agent understand about you. The confidence is 85% and it's auto-approved. You can click here. You can start to understand the insight that we extracted, right? Just from what we just discussed, it has about the threat, the strength, the confidence score, the framework it applies, and the recommendation. And then obviously, if you're not happy with it, you can delete it. But once the insight has been extracted, it will ultimately come in here, and you can see the business model is being updated. The annual revenue is being updated. There's nothing that say about geographic presence yet, right? It has information about your target segments, the main business. Let me fill in here, right? We can put it in California, the US, okay? Then the agents start to respond. It's still the strategy agent that we're talking about. Let's see what the agent tell us. This is critical piece of information. It asks us to do a different thing because it is a very complex environment that we operate in. Talk about compliance. It updated the action plan for us using 3 horizons, California focus, and then you can see here there are 2 different actions that you can take next. You can continue to chat with the agent or you can go to the container personnel agent, right? But let me go back here, go back to this, do a quick refresh. You'll see the insight is being extracted. There's 2 insights here because it's slightly different now. And then at some point, give it a minute, you will see that the geographic presence will be updated. Let's say if I want to go back here, go to the personal agent, I can continue to the agent. Just click like this. Now we are in the personal agent with a different link, right? The message is already auto-populate for you. All you need to do is just click send and let this personal agent to work. Give it a few seconds. And in the meantime, let's go over here and see if the information about California has been updated in the US. Interesting, it's not there yet. Give this a few more seconds. Here you go. So what's the ask? The ask is detail buyer persona for the foreign market. Engineering, heavy equipment, rental in California, right? 12 to 14 months onwards. Unemployment point. Then exact rate. The first buyer persona. Markers. Okay, information, location, California, what we just talked about, company size, vertical, demographic, and psychographic information, day in life, it's very early, similar to the West Coast. The goal, key pinpoints, job to be done, buying behavior, and channel in terms of influencer, a lot of trade show, direct sales call, foundation, right? Okay? If you're happy with this persona, you can save, or you can actually see that the agent understand that this is very valuable information. It's automatically saved the information for you. You can click edit and see the information in here. Let's just click save persona, right? And then what we want to do is, let me go back here. I think it's being saved twice. As you can see, we are in, okay, so this is not in. Which one is the correct one? Okay, now, as mentioned before, you can actually chat and interview the persona. Let's start by something simple. Hi, can you tell me how you make decisions regarding project management software? Okay, so Marcus will think. Try to respond to our questions, and you see it's being response back to make decision. What is important to him, treatment plans, maintenance, and you see it's very specific to each of the location, downtime, all of that, right? And then, on the right-hand side, you can see that there is a live insight analysis here, right? That's what I mean by the system is very smart. So you like this insight, you can click save, it's saved successfully, always done. Now you go back to the persona agent, you can see that the insight is being saved here as well, right? You can see the pinpoint is being saved, which is about using master spreadsheet recommendation. And this is another pinpoint that's being saved. All of this is also available here. You click on this output, you can see that all of that is available here. And you go back to here, the profile a little bit, you can see that California has been updated. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Next, as you go back to the dashboard, this is where you start to see something different. So we have AI power recommendation from the agent. So basically what the agent is trying to do is trying to understand where you are in the process and suggest to you what type of action you can take next. So it's all available in the dashboard. And again, because this is AI power, so any of these actions will be automatically generated the more that you interact with the application. Setting strategy, what will happen? So as you can see here, let me zoom in a little bit. When you land on the marketing strategy agent, the application will show you what it understands about your company and what you have done. 1 persona, 1 active campaign, 2 insights, things like that. And then there's a few options for you. You can just start with the agent straight away, or you can try to just click marketing strategy here, which then try to summarize what the agent understands about you and everything, your business model, customer persona. So all you need to do is just click this button. Let's wait a little bit because this is real time, so you can see that it will take a while for it to run. And while we wait for that, let me open this tab again to show you where the information is coming from. It's coming from here. The learning history, the insights, all of that is here. There is 1 campaign, which is that you set a very simple budget like this and all of that. So that is where all the information is coming from. So the agent is working. Give it a minute. You'll try to synthesize everything and suggest to you what you should do. Okay, there you go. Fantastic. We start to see the results coming back. Let's wait for it to finish first, and then we can read from the beginning. Okay, so maximize list generation with a budget of $1,000 in 1 quarter. Right, so positioning, the title of the strategy, the positioning, campaign objective, budget allocation with $1,000. All of that is here. Again, as you can see, it's trying to work through not just big media, but all media and earned media as well. So this is that, the messaging framework, targeting this particular audience segment, value proposition, pain point, CTA, all of that, channel execution, right? So all of that. And if you're ready to save the strategy, you can save it here as well. Let's say save. It will save to the output, and you can see it appear here as well on the left, right? And then you can see here, this is the strategy that the agent suggests to you. Beautifully display from channel allocation, all of that, so on and so forth. So that is the marketing strategy agent. Now, of course, you can continue to interact with this agent, do things, but let me show you what next, right? So let's say that you understand now, you have a rough idea of the strategy. Of course, I recommend you to continue to work with the agent to revise the strategy further. But let's say you're happy with what it's showing you. What you can do is you can go to Content Next, right? And again, this is where the AI power intelligence is coming, right? What it's showing you is that based on those current strategy personas and different recommendation from the content strategy perspective, these are the recommended content that we recommend you to do, and it will show you where it generate the recommendation based on what type of context you have here. So you can verify and you can change it as well. And at the bottom, I have specific tools to help you to generate content. But let's just say, and then you can see the prioritization. So it's trying to prioritize different action first. You can click here to see more. Now let's just say you want to start writing the first, right? Which is our case study for SME market. You click here. You can see that this is where that you are in the content strategy agent. There's some preview information based on what the application understand about your business. Different thing. But of course you can change all this, and I actually encourage you to change all that. And then if you miss out any information, you ask you to do all that. So yeah, you can see it's pretty. Let's say my application will help users to have a holistic view of their project. Right? Go to action. So you do all that. Right? And then what you do is you click generate and wait a little bit. Right? This is where the agent will start to generate the content based on what you just talked about. Try to do that. There you go. The case study based on what you just described. Preview. You want to refine the content. You don't like certain thing. You can do it here. So, for example, you can say that I don't want to include compliance angle, right? And then you can ask the agent to regenerate again, right? So again, you can do this as many times as you like until you are happy. Let's wait for the content to be generated. There you go. This is a new content. As you can see, the compliance section is no longer there. And if you're happy with that, you can just save it to the library. It should be safe. You go over to the output. You can see that different content segments is here. All of that, right? So again, the system is trying to help you as much as possible. That's it from me for now. Thank you so much for your attention.